and welcome to episode 31 of our weekly Unity tip Roundup, where we take a look at the tweets that were posted or mentioned on or around each Tuesday under the Unity tips hashtag. It's summer. Everyone is already planning their vacation or has already gone on a trip. We are planning something too. We are going to Gamescom. Accordingly, there's still a lot to do. We would be happy to welcome some of you there at our booth. You can find more information in the comment section. And we will certainly also announce it via our social media accounts. But back to the Unity tips. In this episode, we gathered 5 of the tweets that were posted, shared or retweeted around the 9th of August 2022. We all like free stuff. A brand new face in our Unity tips episodes take care of us here. Say hello to Giacomelli from Brazil. Currently, he has a little over 1,200 followers and has been programming primarily in C# and Unity since 2001. In his Unity tips tweet, he has a link to a list in his blog. There you can find all kinds of free ebooks on various topics related to game design, performance, education, and more. If you happen to find other free ebooks on the web about Unity, write Giacomelli. He will add them to his list, so we all can benefit. Click through his list and try new things. Speaking of trying new things, once again Mirza is part in our Unity tips episodes. It feels like he has always been here. This time it's less a tip, more a hint. Unity has a Spline editor since version 2022.1, which Mirza is just discovering for himself. How many of you already know about it and do you use it? Write us in the comments, we would really like to know. Also, Peter from Sunny Valley Studio is back. While the sun is beating down outside and you are desperately looking for a shadowy place, Peter has brought us a little Unity tip on the topic of shadows. Sometimes you have something like light bleeding in your objects. The shadow is interrupted or has holes. For this problem, Peter has 2 little hints in his tweet. For example, you can set cast shadows to 2-sided, or you can decrease the normal bias value as a global solution. Maybe one of them will help you? This time Chronic has brought us a very practical tip from his Unity tip Quickbox. This is certainly very helpful if you have a lot of objects in your project and some need to be movable and other fixed. Sometimes you accidentally click on an object and move it, just because it is right next to an object you actually want to move. Now for the tip. Did you know that you can make objects unselectable in the editor? It's just a little click on an icon, but a big gain in your workflow. It's nice to welcome a new Unity user in almost every episode. In this episode, there are even 2 new ones in addition to the well-known ones. Besides Giacomelli, Stardust Studio is also joining us for the first time. Greetings! He is currently programming a 3D ego shooter. In his Unity tip tweet, he is showing a small part of his combat arena. His tip is relatively short and more of a reminder. If you use animation events, you can save yourself a lot of code. And of course, we also have a little Unity tip for you. Since the 2021 cycle of Unity, there is a cool new feature that maybe not everyone knows about. It's about editing the transform. For example, LAB results in a linear ramp between A and B. RAB results in a random value between A and B. Check out the animation in our tweet, it's really handy. This was episode 31 of our Unity tips episodes. We hope you were able to take away a few things and make your work with Unity a little bit easier. Thanks again to the eager Unity community, who also share their little tips and tricks Tuesdays via the hashtag UnityTips on Twitter. Special thanks, of course, go out to the 5 participants of this episode. Check out their Twitter accounts and give them some likes. Everyone is happy about likes. Make some people happy with likes. Even if it's only likes in the end, it's a kind of appreciation. Speaking of appreciation, we would also be very happy if you subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon. That way you won't miss any episode of this weekly Unity tips. Wait, there is more. We already mentioned that we will be at the Gamescom. You will find us in Hall 10.2 at the GameUp booth. And we will bring you something. Just ask for our Unity tips. For any questions, comments, recommendations or requests, please use the comment section. Thank you for your time and see you next week.